Hi, I'm Tatiana Fowler, and today I'm with my client Phil, and this is our second meeting together. And are you okay with me recording?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. So, what would you like to talk about today, Phil? I know we've been talking for a while, so.
It's something kind of new. My boss, he's been stressing me a lot.
He is?
Yes.
What is your boss doing? Like, what's happening?
He's been pressuring me to do more hours than I usually used to. I fly planes, and about a day I fly about 3 to 7 hours, and he's been wanting me to do 14 hours a day. So I've been feeling pretty stressful.
So he's making you fly. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. He's making you fly 14 hours a day?
Yes,
That's
roughly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that safe?
For some other people, like truck drivers, they drive around 14 hours a day. But the hours that I'm safe with is 7. Just 3 to 7 hours, I am safe with those hours. So I'm not too sure, but it doesn't feel very safe to to fly 14 hours.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, apart from that, what is keeping you from actually, discussing this with your boss?
At the moment, the money looks good. The money looks good. So, but I'm spending so much time away from my home, away from my own family. What's been stopping me from really talking to him is the simple fact that I know the job needs to get done. I know that these things need to get done, but I'm not too sure if it's a matter of scheduling or if it's people not being willing to do it. So if I lose my job, asking him why am I flying so many hours, I would say that's the big brunt of it, of thinking I'm going to lose my job, asking why am I flying 14 hours a day. Yeah.
So what I got from that is basically you're fearful of losing your job
Yes.
by asking your boss, hey, I don't think I can fly these many hours.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And what type of,
Like we fly cargo. We deliver cargo, things of that nature.
okay, I'm just asking because this is the first time we've discussed your actual work.
Okay.
So you fly cargo. Okay.
Yes.
I can see how that would be a challenge for you. Working 14 hours a day is crazy. Does that include, so is hotel included?
When we fly, when it comes to being a local fly, when I say local, it means within the area where you live. So if it's 3 hours, I'm gonna fly for 3 hours out of the day. I'll deliver a package, maybe an hour and a half away, and come back home. And if it's gonna be 7, it's gonna be around the same thing. So we wouldn't really need a hotel. We won't need lodging. But when it comes to 14 hours, I would think we need lodging, but it's still the same as a 3 and 7 hour flights. There's no lodging. So to fly back after a 14-hour day or to drive home, it gets very tiring. It's very, very tired.
I can understand that. That is a lot to go through.
Yes, and at times I snap, and I didn't even notice it. I'm at the grocery store, and I'm getting groceries, and there's an old lady in my way, and I get pretty upset with the old lady. I get upset with the cashier, the cash register people. So, and sometimes it could be from lack of sleep or just from frustration.
Well, lack of sleep does lead to frustration. So
Yes.
if you're feeling tired and you're snapping like this, maybe it would be in your best interest to actually, talk to your boss about it, even if it is frightening. I mean, what makes you feel like he's going to fire you?
Well, it's not that we're understaffed. But the whole issue is, am I the only one getting these hours? Am I the only one flying these 14-hour days? So if going towards him with this, he may just give it towards someone else and just gets rid of me, saying that he may not need me when I'm one of the best pilots. But the issue is just that I'm not too sure if he's a person I can speak to, if he's approachable.
So it's almost like you have an issue with trust with him.
Correct.
Is that right? So you don't feel like you can trust your boss, but why? Is he new? Is he a newer boss?
Within the past year, yes. We had an old GM maybe about 4 years ago, and we had an assistant, and then this new guy came in for about a year right now. So yes, he's fairly new.
Okay. And is there like a racial divide between you two?
I don't see it. I understand that there's a cultural thing because he's Hispanic, but I never really looked at life in that way, as in just because his culture is going to be different. I just understand that he just seems to be the type of person where he doesn't laugh a lot. You may not see him a lot in the break room. He may not be out in the regular area, the regular hanging with the regular folks. So sometimes to maybe have to walk to his office and talk to him, it may not always be very wise. So that's what I've seen thus far. Maybe in the coming years or in the coming months, I can learn more about him. But as of right now, that's my opinion.
I see. So what you're saying is you feel as if it's not so much that it's his culture or that it's his race that is causing this rift between you, this rift of trust. You feel like it's more of his demeanor, his personality.
Right.
And what do you think could make you actually try to bridge that gap?
Sometimes I guess I think about maybe mandatory fun days. If maybe we all play baseball together, or maybe even soccer as a company, I could see who he is in a different light.
Now that's a good idea. Do you think it's possible that is there someone above him? I know he's your GM, but is there someone above him that you could talk to about this?
Someone above him, yes. But the chain of command, we usually try to use the chain of command before we just go directly above the person that we may have an issue with.
So you feel more comfortable talking to him about having a company fun day than you do with the idea of asking about these hours.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. I really like your initiative that you took there. That is a good idea.
Thank you.
Do you feel like he would agree to that?
To the company fun day, I would hope so, because then I could see how he is when it comes to a more comfortable setting, when it's not a work setting, and then maybe I could introduce the problem about the 14-hour work days, because, if we do need it at the moment, like I said, the extra money is fine.
Yeah.
But, if we do need pilots to work as of today, these 14 hours, then yes, just let me know. It's all about communication. Let me know that we have to do these 14 hours for however long, and then we could talk about if I need to not do it and give these hours to someone else.
Yeah. And I can actually see, if you don't mind, I think that, let me get my thoughts together. How would you feel if he said no?
If he said no? Wow. No, I mean, I enjoy being a pilot. I enjoy working for this company. I've been working for this company maybe 8 years now, and it would be sad for me to leave, but my family comes first. I know, I understand I have to feed my family, but my resume is to the point where it's 5-star resume, so I can leave. I can leave if I need to, and more than likely get another job. But it's just the transition from one job to the next. I wouldn't really want to put my family through.
I can understand that. And I honestly feel like, yeah, the company fund day is a good way to bridge a gap between you and your boss, but also would give you an ability to rest and recuperate. So
Right.
It sounds like a great idea. It sounds like you pretty much have a plan.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking about it. 14 hours from a regular 3-hour day and 7-hour day to 14 hours. It gave me a lot of time to think about how to approach the situation.
Sounds good to me. So I guess in this interview, we've reviewed your problem of your trouble with your boss and getting too many hours. And through this interview, we've discovered that you kind of fear talking to your boss, not because of a racial divide or cultural divide, but specifically because of how his demeanor is. And you feel like if you talk to him about this, he will give the hours to someone else. At the same time, you've already come to me with a really good solution, and it shows your growth as my client. I think you're doing really good, and we'll see how this pans out and come back to me.
Okay.